Hello, welcome again to IndiaEdu tutorials. In our previous class, we have discussed about different types of permutation with some examples. Today, we would be discussing further on combination. Combination is nothing but just selection of objects from given number of objects. Formula to calculate different type of combination with the help of selection is NCR, which is equal to factorial n divided by factorial r into factorial n minus r. Here n represents total number of objects and r represents selected objects. For example, if you need to select 3 objects out of 8 objects, then formula to calculate the combinations are 8C3, which is equal to factorial 8 divided by factorial 3 into factorial 8 minus 3, which will give us factorial 8 divided by factorial 3 into factorial 5. To solve these factorials, you need to multiply this number with a number lesser than this. For example, factorial 8 will give us 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. You need to multiply these till you get 1. Divided by factorial 3 can be expanded as 3 into 2 into 1 into, and factorial 5 as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now let's understand this with some examples. Let's understand this with basic example. The question says find number of ways in which 3 components can be selected from a batch of 20 different components. This is a question of combination because we are not worried about the order of the components. We just need to select 3 components. So here the value of n would be 20 because there are 20 different components. Value of r would be 3 because we need to find out ways in which 3 components can be selected. So putting the values in a formula, which is factorial n upon factorial r into n minus r, would give us factorial 20 upon factorial 3 into factorial 20 minus 3, which is equal to factorial 20 upon factorial 3 into factorial 17, which is equal to 20 into 19 into 18 into factorial 17 divided by factorial 3 into factorial 17. We have not expanded this factorial 17 because this will directly be cancelled from the denominator. Solve this and you will get 1140 as the answer. I have already solved this, so I have lead directly to the answer. Let's find out other example. Next example is, in how many ways can a group of 4 boys be selected from 10 if eldest boy is included in each group, B, eldest boy is excluded, C, what proportion of all possible groups contain the eldest boy? Now, solving the first part, A. Here, eldest boy is included in each group. As there can be only one eldest boy and he is included in all the groups, so we are left with combinations of 9 remaining boys and 3 remaining boys from these 4 groups. Here value of n becomes 9 and value of r becomes 3. Solving this and putting the values in formula, which is factorial n divided by factorial r into n minus r, gives us factorial 9 upon factorial 3 into 9 minus 3, which is 9 into 8 into 7 into factorial 6 upon 3 into 2 into factorial 6. Cancel this. 3 divided by 9, 3. Then 2 into 4 is 8. We get 3 into 4, 12. 12 into 7, 84 as the answer. Second part. Here, eldest boy is excluded. Now, if we exclude the eldest boy, then out of 10 boys, we are left with 9 boys. So, n is 9 over here. Now, Here r would be equal to 4 because we need to choose 4 boiled. So value of r is equal to 4. Similarly, putting the values in the formula gives us factorial 9 upon factorial 4 into factorial 9 minus 4, which is factorial 9 upon factorial 4 into factorial y. Solve this as we have solved in our previous example and you will get 126 as the answer. Now, in the third part, we need to find out proportion of all the possible groups that contain eldest boy. Now, combination of all the possible boys would be equal to 10C4, which is equal to factorial 10 upon factorial 4 upon factorial 6, which will, on solving this, which will give us 210 as the answer. I have solved this earlier. You need to solve this now. And we need to find out the proportion, which is equal to total number of boys in which eldest boy is included, which is 9C3 divided by 10C4. Using the values, here it is given 84 upon value of 10C4 is 210. Simple. Now let's have another example. Our next example is a class consists of 15 boys, of whom 5 are perfect. How many committees of 8 can be formed if each consists of exactly 2 perfects, at least 2 perfects? Now, first case A. In this case, we need to find out exactly 2 perfects. Total perfects we are having are 5 and we need to choose 2 perfects. We get 5C2. But at the same time, we also need to choose total 8 boys out of these 15. So we will use a multiplication sign over here into. Out of 15 we have already taken 5. We are left with 10. Out of 5 perfect we have taken 2 boys over here and we need to choose 8 boys over here and we have taken 2. So we are left with 6 more boys. Solving this, we get factorial 5 upon factorial 2 into factorial 3 into factorial 10 upon factorial 6 into factorial 4. Solve this and you will get 2100 as the answer. Second part. In the second part, we need to find out at least 2 perfects. Total perfect we are having 5. So we need to find out the combinations of 2 perfects, 3 perfects, 4 perfects and 5 perfects. So here value of x is 2 plus 3 plus 4 and plus 5. Now, as the first case, we have already solved this and we have got 2100 as the answer. So it's 2100 plus here our formula would be 5C3 into 10C5 because we have chosen 3 perfects and we need to choose 5 more boys. Similarly, 5C4 into 10C4 plus 5C5 into 10C3. Solve each of them, you will get 2100 as it is. The value of 5C3 into 10C5 is 2520 plus value of this would be 1050 plus value of this is 120. Add them all and you will get the final answer. This is how you can solve the combination questions. For more tutorials and more exercises, you can log into indiaedu.com.